we enter now a threshold teaching. For what is unfolding in your collective field is not merely disclosure of external phenomena, it is the activation of perception itself. As awareness expands, so too does the volume of information, interpretation, narrative, symbolism, projection, and emotional charge surrounding it. Therefore, discernment becomes essential, not as judgment, not as fear, but as clarity of resonance. Discernment is the ability to feel the difference between alignment and distortion within your own awareness. It is not primarily intellectual. It is vibrational. Two statements may sound identical to the mind, yet feel entirely different within the field of consciousness. This is because truth is not only processed, it is perceived through coherence. In the age of disclosure, many streams of information will arise simultaneously. Some will feel expansive, grounded, and clarifying. Others will feel destabilizing, fragmented, or emotionally charged in ways that create contraction. Neither immediate comfort nor discomfort alone determines truth. Instead, discernment asks you to observe what remains coherent when emotional reaction settles. There are three layers of discernment developing within awakening consciousness. Emotional discernment. The ability to recognize when fear, excitement, or projection is influencing perception. Intuitive discernment. The ability to sense coherence beneath surface narrative without requiring full intellectual understanding. Integrated discernment. The ability to hold complexity while remaining anchored in inner stability, without collapsing into extremes of belief or rejection. As disclosure accelerates, humanity will encounter increasing amounts of information regarding non-human intelligence, multidimensional phenomena, and hidden historical narratives. Some of these narratives will be symbolic in nature. Some will be literal within certain frameworks of belief, and many will be interpreted differently depending on the consciousness perceiving them. It is important to understand this. Perception shapes experience as much as external input. Within certain teachings and esoteric traditions, there are references to both supportive and non-supportive influences interacting with human history. However, these interpretations vary widely across cultures, philosophies, and metaphysical frameworks. What matters most is not attachment to any single narrative, but the ability to remain internally coherent while exploring them. Fear-based interpretation narrows perception. Open but grounded awareness expands it. We do not ask you to believe. We ask you to observe, to feel, to notice, to refine your inner instrument of perception until it becomes sensitive enough to detect distortion without collapsing into it. Discernment is not separation from information. It is the ability to remain sovereign within it. It is the difference between absorbing a narrative and consciously witnessing it. We offer you a stabilization key. When encountering any information, especially within disclosure fields, pause and ask, what state does this information create within my system? Then observe without immediate conclusion. For clarity emerges not from reaction, but from sustained awareness. You are entering a phase of collective reality where inner stability becomes more important than external certainty. Because external narratives will shift, evolve, contradict, and reframe themselves rapidly, but inner coherence can remain steady. This is the true meaning of discernment in the age of disclosure. Not to decide what is absolutely true or false based on external authority alone, but to become conscious enough to recognize resonance within your own field of awareness. As you continue through the star race transmissions, the galactic disclosure field, and the unfolding cosmic narratives, return always to this center point: clarity over reaction, presence over projection, coherence over collapse. We stand with you in this unfolding expansion, not to tell you what to believe, but to support your ability to see clearly within an expanding universe of information.